Hello. So, this is a update on politics, but it's not like news or it's not. It's just me. It's just it's just like something that happened to me that kind of got me to think about politics and how weird politics is. So this actually just happened seconds ago. Well, yeah, I received a text from my mom, and I just opened it, and when I opened it, it was a meme that's like making fun of Joe Biden. Okay, well, this is what's interesting to me, and this is more for people who claim to be apolitical than anything else. Is that, see, my mom voted for Joe Biden. My mom's a total normie. Like, when you look at the liberal ideology and stuff, like, they're all about the masks, they're all about the shots, and they're all, orange man bad. And so, but it doesn't make sense that they would be mocking Joe Biden now. I mean, it does, because it's obvious. They should have been mocking him back in the 2020 election. Like, you got all these masses of people that voted for Joe Biden that are now making fun of him. And this doesn't make sense to me. Like, somebody who is like outspoken about Trump, how they hate Trump, and votes Joe Biden and wears the masks and all this stuff, and now they're posting memes about Joe Biden. Well, so basically what they're doing is they're admitting that the conservatives were right back in 2020. The not even the conservatives, just the people that weren't going to vote Biden. And most of the people, or many of the people that weren't going to vote Biden, if they had to vote, they would vote Trump. Like, if you were forced to vote and all you had to choose from was Trump or Biden, the majority of people would choose Trump, whether they voted or not. So how does that make sense that somebody that voted for Biden 4 years ago is now jumping on the train to make fun of Biden? That doesn't. And on top of that, my mom is going to vote Kamala Harris. So these people that are spreading these memes about how stupid Joe Biden is that voted for him, well, they're admitting that they were wrong in voting for him. They should have never voted for Joe Biden. So they admitted they're wrong in voting for Joe Biden, but yet they're going to vote Kamala Harris. They're still like, why not just don't vote at all? If you made the mistake and voted Joe Biden because of your hatred for Trump, well, okay, you made the mistake, but now here it is, 2024. You've already admitted you made a mistake in voting for Joe Biden, and you're still going to vote Kamala Harris. I had an apolitical person, a person who claimed there is no such thing as apolitical. No matter how much a person claims they're apolitical, they either agree more with the right leaning, or they either lean more right or left. There is no middle ground. There is no you either lean more, whether you know it or not. It doesn't matter whether you know it or not, because the fact of the matter is that every single person either leans more politically to the right or politically to the left. no matter how much they proclaim that they're not political and all politics is this and that. They either lean more right or more left. They either agree more with the right, the modern day right, or the modern day left. And most people, whether they want to admit it or not, lean more and agree more with the right, the modern day right, than they do the modern day left. And you got all these people that refuse to admit that if they had to choose, if they were forced to choose Kamala or Trump, they would choose Trump. And that if they had to acknowledge that they either lean more right or left, the majority of these people would agree they lean more right than left. Yet there's tons of Democrat voters that admit that they agree more with the right over the left, but they're so convinced that Trump is evil that they're gonna vote Kamala Harris. And like I said, my mom, she's sending me memes making fun of Joe Biden. Well, my mom voted for Joe Biden, and my mom is gonna vote for Kamala Harris. So if she voted for this guy and now she's making fun of him, well, isn't that going to be the same thing that's going to happen when she votes for Kamala Harris if Kamala Harris wins? Is that 4 years from now, everybody's going to be, everybody's going to know that Kamala Harris is as big of a joke or bigger of a joke than Joe Biden. And when Trump was in office in 2016 through 2020, Trump wasn't as big of a joke as Joe Biden is. Anybody that tries to say that Trump was as big of a joke from 2016 to 2020 as Joe Biden was from 2020 to 2024 is lying to themselves and everyone else around them. They just are incapable of being honest with themselves. They have no self-awareness. Trump's term in 2016 to 2020 was not near as big of a joke as Joe Biden's term from 2020 to 2024. And if Kamala does win in 2024, Kamala's is going to be even a bigger joke than Joe Biden's was. But it's not going to be a funny joke. It's not going to be as funny as Joe Biden.